Hey guys, I'm at the beach. Let's go out. I'm going to jump in the water real quick. Water's temperature, the Gulf 60. Air temperature today 73. Two shirts on. It's too hot for two shirts if you're not in the water, but water 60 and you can catch a cold real quick in there, or catch hypothermia real quick in the water. So let's go see what we can find in the water. Let's check out the scenery first. And there's a lot of it. So we're gonna dig more than yesterday or more than the day before. We're on beach 2. Let's noise cancel real quick. Same. Ground balance is 0. Volumes are 25, as high as you can go. I'm not running a threshold, 5 tones. Accept reject doesn't matter. Recovery speed, we're running low because we're on the beach and we can. And let's go FE6, F2, 0. I don't think it matters. Oops, messed that up. So we're running the FE6. It's about what I want to run. 20 sensitivity. That should be good. Double beep 14. Unfortunately, I've got to show you this for my first target. I just spent 10 minutes talking to a couple. And if you guys didn't see my around the cabanas, right? So let's go over here for a second. Look. So the cabana is giving me a 35, or the cabana canopy is giving me a 35. And the cabana itself is giving me 39. So if you come into your settings, go all the way to the accept reject, that's what this is right here, right? So this is already distinguishing out the negative numbers. So this plus minus button, you go plus 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 plus, go all the way up to where it says 30. Let's do 31 and above. So accept reject, this plus minus, or the check X, you hit it and it eliminates it. Press the plus, eliminate, plus eliminate. So eliminate anything above the 31. So now you've eliminated anything above 31, so that still leaves you the quarters. The cabana might be a problem, it might still, or the cover might be a problem, it still might be registering, but let's check it out. Let's see. So we want to discriminate. So now you're discriminating all the negative all the way up to 0, and then all the positive from 31 to 40. Look, no sound, guys, none. And let's see over here, none. So now you can detect around these cabanas, right? And you might hear maybe a 29. So if you're looking for gold, which is what we do around these cabanas, maybe somebody dropped their gold ring, you're not so concerned about quarters. Maybe you go back into this function, go minus all the way down to 30, get rid of the 30, get rid of the 29, get rid of the 28. You could literally get rid of this all the way down to dimes if you wanted to find dimes. Maybe you still wanted to find a silver ring, so maybe you leave the 25s, but let's go back and see how that works. Look, no sounds, guys. Look, so now you can detect in here with no sounds. Very little sounds. There's some occasional. Look, you can go right around these cabanas, right up underneath it, up underneath it, up underneath it. Look, you can go right up. Look, I even just bumped one. Look, I'm bumping it. Nothing. So you can go right up underneath these guys with no sounds, and now you'll be able to get gold rings that fall in this area. So that's Vermont Derrick tip of the day. I've put this in past videos. If you guys don't go check out my past videos. I'd appreciate it, because usually I've done this. It's probably the third time I've showed these cabana tricks and stuff like that. If you like my videos, guys, please hit the thumbs up and definitely hit the subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I put out another video. Try that again. Third time I tried to turn this on. The camera's hot because the sun's hot. It's cool outside, but the sun is making this camera really hot. When the camera gets hot, it acts up. I see something I was just going to say. I saw a piece of green. It's a vape. I used to have like daily vapes back when I used to go out every day. Pull tab. Third signal of the day. 2 pull tabs and a vape. I'm just wandering, checking out the beach, checking out the people kind of deal. See what's going on. See where to hunt. I'm actually in the spot that I wanted to be. So I'm getting near this hotel, and I'm getting a little bit of interference in the machine. I'm going to try to noise cancel. There's a lot of cell phones on the beach. Oh, now it got worse. That's a good one. Super deep, probably a nickel. Yeah, I'm guessing a nickel. 12-13 out of the hole. No, sir. Maybe a pull tab? No, sir. Stuck with the first nickel. It's a good sign. I could probably do up and downs, focus on this area and find something. It's an area that I haven't done up and downs on yet. And it's no, it's more than that. It's 500, 300, 500 yards from the last gold ring I found. And when you've got soft sand, guys, you can literally, you know, that's what the coil cover's for. You can, you know, cover the ground and see what you're covering. I know there's a lot of guys that hunt this beach and hunt up on the beach where I'm at. I haven't been down through to check yet. I think I'm going to go one more slot though. Now Ron and I talked about the negatives. This is probably a crab trap or something. I'm not sure what that is, but bottle cap? There's still something negative. Oh, I see it there. It's most likely a tent stake. Wow. So it's a penny. I think I see a tent stake. Yes, sir. So this was next to the penny, and this is what we were talking about, or what I was talking about yesterday in yesterday's video. There's another one. So there was a dime in there, right? I have no idea what's going on, but I'm gonna just dig a couple of these. Could be multiple tent stakes. Yes, sir. There's another one, right? Now, it's not like two people or somebody lost two tent stakes in the one spot. Most likely, they lost, or this is a collection point. So now, if all the heavies from the beach get collected and are masked by the negative, so there could have easily been, you know, a gold piece down in with all that negative. Crusty nickel. Huh, Illinois. Pull tab. Now I'm up by a main entrance. There's a trash. There's a box where they pull all this stuff out of for the cabanas. What are they called? Yeah, cushions. I just dug the pull tab there. It's a grunty 32. Guys, watch how I hook my foot on that rail. So I push in, hook my foot on the rail, and when I pull up, I hook my foot and push it back. It's a dime. Greeny. And I'm right where there's another big giant dip by a lot. It's by an entrance. So I don't usually like to come up too near the trash cans. I don't like to come up there, near there, because people seem to not be able to make it to the trash can. But here's a massive dip in the beach by a main entrance. Loud quarter. That could be a good sign. Dime. Most likely a zinc-in. Super deep. I don't know, multiple sounds. Still most likely a zinc-in. zinking. (12 through 14). Super deep. I kind of heard a little grunt. So I'm at like multiple hotels. You can see the hotels all the way down through here, right? And then you can still see the hump up by the seawalls from where the storm brought all the sand up to the seawall. And then everybody's still trying to clear out. And if you look down the beach, guys, you can see where the tractor comes. And the tractor naturally will draw. He's coming in a straight line. But his straight line will come down into a dip and then back up onto a hump. So you can see his straight line has naturally created a line that you can visualize the dips in. So I like to concentrate when the beach creates a dip, right? So I'm going to walk to this dip over here, and it looks like a natural dip in front of this hotel. And I'm only going down past these cabanas, and I'm going to hop in the water for a little bit. I haven't been in the water in a little while, and I wanted to see what's going on in the water. So I'm just at this dip right here, guys. So see this dip? It's a dip. You can clearly see where the tractor's created a dip, or there naturally is a dip. And there's a quarter. It's a 29. Oh, that's a lot of sound. So it's a green quarter, really crusty quarter. That tells me that this hasn't. Another one. Super deep. And now it's telling me that it's going to be an armchair or something. I don't know if it's a bunch of quarters. So it's a bunch of quarters. And I really thought it was an armchair. That's how long the signal was. So there's number 2. Let's see if it's longer than that. Really? I literally thought it was an armchair. That's how long the signal sounded. So there's 2 here in the dip. It's the beginning of the dip. So it's right next to the groin, or the breaker that comes all the way up through. Here's the breaker right here. Okay, so now you want to start your up and downs as close as you can get to the groin, the breaker, without setting your machine off. Another good sign, right? Penny. Copper. And now, so there's a dime right there, dime right there. This is the line. I mean, it already created, there's only 2 coins and it created a coin line. I do want to point out that Terry Shannon's had what he considered his best year ever, and he switched to an Equinox. So if that doesn't tell you, like a legend like Terry Shannon says he's had his best year ever and he switched to an Equinox, what that should tell you about these machines. You know, he had a Sovereign GT, so it'll eliminate anybody thinking that their X-Cal's better, because the Sovereign is pretty much the same technology as the X-Cal, just in a non-waterproof container. And I even think the Sovereign has, because you know Terry's not, you know, going in the water. He's still working the edge of the water, edge of the tide, because he teaches you how to rush up and down on the tide line. With a grunt. 12-13. Solid 13. I'm guessing it's a nickel. And I'm still in the coin line where I told you now, when your recovery speed's lower, like mine's on 4 right now, it does go deeper, but again, you're not going to recover as fast. So when you hear the grunts, you need to slow down. Here's a really deep sound. I'm guessing it's a car or a Zinken. Oh wow, it's a quarter. Look at the color of that quarter, guys. Not sure I should leave the beach now. That was deep. I probably should have checked it with some other functions. A 9. That is definitely a 9. Notice what I'm doing now. 11. To tell you the truth, it's like a dream signal. Beaver tail? Oh no, look. I said, to tell you the truth, it's like a dream signal. I don't know what number that is, guys. Are you keeping track? It's like 226. And God is sending me some love. So guys, we have the tractors that run across the beach, and remember that every day there's a penny. Every day a tractor could uncover an inch, and it might give you some access to some stuff that somebody just the day before couldn't find. So don't ever be discouraged.